This horrifying video was captured by a man named Anton, who lives alone in an apartment in Paris, France. On April 17, 2024, something happened that completely changed his sense of safety. It started as just another regular workday. Anton was at home, focused on his laptop when his doorbell suddenly rang. At first, he didn't think much of it, but as he stood up and walked toward the door, the ringing turned into loud, aggressive knocking. That's when he knew something was wrong. Instead of opening the door, Anton grabbed his phone and started filming. Take a look at what he captured next.
Open the door. Please, open the door. Please. Please, open the door. Please.
I really started to be scared. He stayed quiet at my door for at least 20 minutes.
I don't know if he's still here. I just called the cops. They should be here in 10 minutes.
Open the door.
And after a wait that seemed endless, the police finally arrived.
Let us go. You sit on there, please. Let's go. For us.
Anton later explained that the man stayed outside his door for at least 20 minutes. Terrified, he stayed quiet and eventually called the police, who promised to arrive within 10 minutes. After what felt like forever, the officers finally showed up. They confronted the man, removed him from the building, and brought him in for questioning. For the first time that night, Anton felt a wave of relief. The danger was finally over. Or so he thought. Not long after, Anton received a phone call from the police. Take a look.
Yes, hello, Mr. Rucker.
Yeah, hello?
So we proceed to arrest the individual who followed you to your home, but he has no criminal record and he has committed no offense. So I wanted to inform you that he has been released.
Wait, but if he comes back, what should I do?
Well, you'll have to call us back, sir. Have a good day. Goodbye.
They told him the man had no criminal record, had committed no official offense, and had been released. Shocked and frustrated, Anton asked what he should do if the man came back. Their response was simple: call us again. Feeling helpless, Anton decided to post the footage on TikTok, hoping to warn others and share his terrifying experience. His message was clear. There are people out there with dangerous intentions, and incidents like this can happen anytime, anywhere. Ten-year-old Graydon from Riverton, Utah, was walking home alone from basketball practice one December evening around 6 p.m. That's when he noticed something strange. A four-door sedan with two men inside was slowly following him. Sensing danger, Graydon began to walk faster. The car then pulled up beside him, and the men rolled down their windows, trying to lure him inside by saying they had candy in the back seat. He ignored them and hurried toward his home, which was only a few blocks away. As he reached his family's front porch, their doorbell camera captured everything. Take a look at what happened next. On the footage, you can see Graydon looking back nervously at the car as he approaches the door. He tries the handle, but the door is locked. At that exact moment, the car's reverse lights turn on, and it starts moving toward him. Panicked, Graydon quickly picked up some rocks to defend himself, then bolted to his next-door neighbor's house. Thankfully, their door was unlocked, and he rushed inside, locking it behind him. Outside, the car can be seen circling the area for several minutes, waiting for him to come back out. Police were immediately called, and a report was filed. Graydon later described the two men as being in their 30s or 40s, clean-shaven and driving a dark four-door sedan. Both the police and Graydon's family strongly believe these men were attempting to kidnap him that night. In June of 2021, a woman shared a series of disturbing Ring camera clips online. She explained that her mother had just installed 2 cameras around their home, but almost immediately her phone began blowing up with motion detection alerts. Curious and a little worried, she checked the recordings. Take a look at what she found. On the footage, you can clearly see a man walking casually around the outside of the house, peering into windows, including hers. What unsettled her even more was how comfortable he seemed, as if he already knew the layout of the property. She began to fear this wasn't his first time being there. Alarmed, she contacted the police. They came, but by the time they arrived, the man was long gone. Officers told her there wasn't much they could do besides keeping all curtains and windows shut at all times. Still worried, she decided to take matters into her own hands. She set up a rope trap between 2 trees, hoping that if the man came back, he'd trip and make enough noise to alert her. And terrifyingly, exactly 1 week later at 2 a.m., that's exactly what happened. She heard the sound of someone stumbling outside. Immediately, she grabbed her phone and opened the live feed. Take a look. Standing directly outside her window, staring in, was the same man. Shaken, she rushed to her mother's room. Together, they pulled back the curtains and banged on the glass, finally scaring him away. Once again, they called the police. But just like before, he had vanished without a trace. The woman and her mother were so disturbed by the ordeal that they eventually decided to move to a new home. To this day, police have never identified or caught the man. On a September night in 2021, a homeowner was startled awake by a knock at his door at around 3 in the morning. Suspicious of the timing, he decided not to answer right away and instead checked his doorbell camera. Take a look at what he saw.
CPD, open up. We need to ask you a couple questions.
2 young men stood outside claiming to be with the Columbus Police Department. But something was immediately off. One of them was clearly holding a firearm. Through the doorbell speaker, the homeowner questioned them.
Can I help you?
CPD, we need to ask you a couple questions.
I'm sorry?
CPD, we need to ask you a couple questions. May you please step to the front door, please?
CPD.
Yes, this is CPD. We would like you to step to the door, please.
Can I see a badge?
We would like you to step to the door, please, sir. I don't have to show you my badge, sir.
Can I help you? He asked. The men repeated their claim. CPD. We need to ask you a couple questions. Please step to the door. But when the homeowner asked to see a badge, the supposed officer refused because, of course, he didn't have one. At that point, the homeowner realized what was happening. Instead of opening the door, he called the real Columbus Police Department to report 2 armed men outside his house. For several more minutes, the imposters tried to coax him into opening the door.
CPD, open the door.
But when it became clear he wasn't falling for it, they ran off. Just before the real police arrived. The 2 men were never caught, and their true intentions remain unknown. Maybe it was a robbery attempt, or maybe something far worse. If you have enjoyed the videos, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more scary videos.